Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips plus a bonus tip for things I wish I would have known before starting my fitness journey 3 years ago. I stumbled upon these techniques and it has been keeping me consistent, and that's the biggest thing with any fitness journey you're on is staying consistent. So let's dive into the 5 tips I'm going to share with you. All right. So, hi, my name is Tracy, and welcome back to my channel. I am documenting this first half of my fitness using Orange Theory and sharing tips to help you stay motivated and consistent. So, whether you're just starting out or you're just looking for a new ways to improve, these tips will help save you some time, energy, and frustration. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more fitness content. So, tip number 1, I would say, is plan your month. Fitness has to become a habit, and the great place to start is planning your whole month out. So, the first thing I wish I knew is how important it was to plan out my whole entire month before I started. So in my 20s, I used to be a bodybuilder, and I really didn't have to do much planning because my world really just evolved around me. And I could wake up when I want, I could meal prep, I could do all these things just because my time was just for me. But now that I have 2 kids, full-time job, and being an entrepreneur, the best thing I think for this restart that I have done thus far that's been keeping me consistent is before I even started the fitness journey, I got my planner out, and I also have it on my planner on my Google Calendar. And I planned out my typical week. I put in my work schedule, I put in kids' activities that coincide with my schedule as well. I put in appointments that I have, like nail appointments, wax appointments, and things like that, all into my calendar. And then I looked over my calendar and I saw these time slots that will work best for me. My time for working out, and I have been consistent, has been 4:30 in the morning. That's just because there's nothing else that can interfere outside of me not waking up. But I've been pretty consistent with that because I set an alarm for me to wake up at that time. And 4:30 has been my thing. I have been consistent. Grant, I'm only 2 weeks in, but every win is a win. So 2 weeks in, 4:30, and that has really helped me. Another thing that I put on my calendar is meal prepping time. I found that Wednesdays and Sundays are the best days for me to meal prep. Sunday gets me to Wednesday, Wednesday gets me to Sunday. And again, that has been pretty consistent. So if you're a busy person, or you're a parent, or you have kids, or you're an entrepreneur, you're just really busy, or you find yourself having to restart each year, just try this technique. Just get out before you even jump into, the whole weight loss and working out and exercising. See where you can schedule that part in, because I feel like with me, because I'm scheduling in, I feel like I'm going to keep being consistent. And if I'm consistent now, that's a habit. So, am I going to have to do this month after month? No, but I think after month 2, if I see I'm being pretty consistent, maybe that third month I'll continue, or if it's a habit, then I'll just continue waking up at 4:30. So that would be my first tip, is to schedule your month out, make it a commitment, and then that commitment will become a habit. All right. And then so let's go to tip number 2. Okay, so for 2, track your progress, and not only with a scale. Yes, step on your scale, grab those numbers. If your scale does a body fat measurement, grab those numbers too. But in the beginning, make sure you take pictures. I say take pictures weekly, just so you can see the changes. Also, you want to grab your shoulder measurements, your chest, your hips, your waist in the beginning and all throughout your journey. Because sometimes when you step on that scale, it can tell you numbers that you just don't want to believe, meaning that it could tell you that you're gaining weight. But it might not just be that you're gaining weight, meaning fat weight. It could be like you're gaining weight and you're gaining muscle. That's why muscle weighs more than fat. So that's why you're seeing the numbers go up. So you want to then tell your brain, okay, we see that the number on the scale is gaining weight, but let's check our measurements to see if it could be because we're losing fat, we're gaining muscles, and then pictures too. You can tell if you're leaning out or not. So don't just rely on a scale. Make sure you're grabbing those visual pictures, you're grabbing those measurements. So for me, starting out, I am 150. I have another video that I'll probably, once I get all my document, I'll put my measurements right here of where I'm starting out. I am in my second week. I'm staying consistent. But the reason why I'm not further into my progress would be because I think it'll be tip number 3 or 4. So for the second tip is just make sure you're tracking your progress and using different forms of weight measurements, different forms of pictures, and then when you take your pictures, I do want to say, make sure you do a front view, a side view, and a back view. You want those 3 different pictures, again, so you can see your progress. And it's always nice to see where you came from. Like, this is how I looked in the beginning. This is how I'm doing midway through. And then at the end, this is my perfect creation. So that is tip number 2. All right, so let's go to tip number 3. So just like number 2, number 3 is another form of just track your progress with all the tools that you might have. So I can't stress enough, track everything. Use your watch to monitor your workouts and calories burned. Log your meals into apps like Avatar Nutrition. That's what I use as far as logging what I eat. The thing I like about Avatar Nutrition is that at the end of the week, it asks me, did I stay on target with its recommended macronutrients and calories? If I tell it yes or no, it will automatically adjust the following week's macronutrients. So that's the app that I use. There's other apps like MyFitnessPal, which is really big. I tried that before and I really do like it too. But track your progress because you get to see the data and it helps you make better decisions and just celebrate the small wins, especially in the beginning of your fitness journey. If you're someone like me that had like a hard time staying motivated, as because of a busy lifestyle and everything like that, tracking just I like some of the apps where it says, yeah, you got an award for logging in 5 times, 10 times, or whatever it may be. Like I said, it's another like dopamine, like, okay, this is another reward that I'm getting. It's through the app, and the app is recognizing that I'm doing my best at my, maintaining my fitness or achieving my goals. So just like too with, taking those progress photos and stepping on your scale, this is track your progress with tools like aim for like workouts and the nutrition part. So that would be my number 3 tip. So let's go to our number 4 tip. So number 4 would be start slow. Don't overwhelm yourself. I think that's where I went wrong for the last like 3 years, is that I tried to change too many things at the same time. And it came from a place of, I did this before. I used to be in fitness before, so I can handle this. And I would, get up, work out at whatever time fit my schedule, and I would try to do that for like a week or two. I think I overwhelmed myself by like the 3rd or 4th week. So this time around, I did my step 1. I looked at my calendar, realized that 4 a.m. worked out perfect for me to wake up to get to Orange Theory by 4:30, do an hour workout like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And so now, so I'm about to be in my 3rd week. So that first week, what I did was I challenged myself. I wanted to make sure that I could meet the workout timing, which I did. And then week 2 was when I started adding in that Wednesday and Sunday meal prepping. So far, so good. I've been consistent. It doesn't feel overwhelming at this point. So I am now focusing on just maintaining. staying consistent. And I feel like I am. Like I'm feeling great. Like the progress that I'm making, it feels good. It feels good to be this far. So focus on one or two changes and build from there. So progress is better than perfection because I want to get to my goals so fast, but the faster I try to get there, the more burnt out and overwhelming I feel. So I'm starting slow. I think this is going to be a year-long journey for me, and I'm fine with that. The first 3 months is trying to get my cardiovascular system better because running right now, I'm huffing and puffing, and I want to correct that. So that was my tip number 4, and let's move on to my tip number 5. Okay, so tip number 5 is don't compare yourself to others. Your pace is perfect. This lesson hits close to home for me because at Orange Theory, most people can run. And right now, I'm a power walker, which is something that, is new for me. I used to be a runner, but I felt behind. But I just have to remind myself that this is my journey and it's okay to start where I'm at. It's okay to be a walker. It's okay to start at this point because, at the end of the day, I believe in myself. I'm going to get to where I want to be. I will then be able to run with my fellow runners in the class. So do not compare yourself. You're going to get there just one day at a time. So your pace is just fine. And just keep motivated. Get through like that 3-month period and change will happen. So that would be my 5th tip. All right, guys, and here is the bonus tip is prep the night before. Set yourself up for success. The best thing you can do is prep the night before. Lay out your gym clothes, prep your workout bag, prep your meals. It saves time and eliminates excuses. When everything is ready to go, showing up becomes much easier. Even if you have an off day, prep your meals. Do the same thing so that way you have no excuses because it's really easy if you're off and you don't prep your meals that you possibly could grab yourself a cheat meal. So that is the bonus tip is just prep yourself and then that is that. So those are my 5 tips that I wish I knew when I started my fitness journey, 3 years ago. Plus that bonus tip for setting yourself up for success. If you find this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips and motivation. And comment below and let me know what's one lesson you learned on your fitness journey. And let's support each other. All right, until next time.